You smell what the flock is cooking. Flock up and flock off. Not you. Stick around because it's about to go down. You know, flock the most energetic any in the Eagleverse. The Eagle Maniac. Here on a Maniac Monday. Let's flock and go. Let's get straight into it, man. We got things going on. It's going on wild all over the Eagleverse, man. I'm losing my flock in mind. We're going to get into a little bit of Sam Howell, a little bit of Fred Johnson, some Darren Kennard, the 53-man roster, and a little bit of Micah Parsons. And it's just, yeah, we're just getting so close to the season right now. I'm losing my mind, so I need to step ahead for some therapy. Like, dude, we're only, 11 days away from smacking up them Cowboys. I got my homeboy hit me up right now talking about, wouldn't it be funny if they beat us? I was like, no, this is actually funnier. I'm watching Micah Parsons on the damn training table on the sideline. I'm seeing CeeDee Lamb get ran over by referees. This team cannot get out of their own way, man. And that actually would be beyond hilarious if they would have beat us on Thursday. Like ain't no flocking way. But before we get into the necessities, let's get the cleaning the necessities out the way. Please like and subscribe if you bought that Fly Eagles Fly. Drop a comment in that box if you're flying with the flock. Even if you're not, do remember, join that Maniac thing. Know the game. You hit that bell, you get a ring whenever on this YouTube thing. And while that's the Maniac thing, let's keep the main thing the main thing. Hope this video finds you in Fly Eagle Fly Skies. Good vibes. If you're not there, hope this helps you get there because we're about to go there. Oh yeah, let's flock and go. So yo, first things first, man. We wake up yesterday, and we've been saying this for the past few days. Usually we were going to get into like the third game of the preseason right about now, but dogs, like, just so much. You got to be on top of this team, man. Special shout out goes to I don't know if like I'm big on it. I'm not big on this YouTube thing, but I watch so many content creators about the Eagles. Like I really have issues, y'all. But you know, it is what it is. We're gonna do this damn thing together. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna fly through this. We're gonna fly higher than any other team in the flocking league, right? Feel what I'm saying? But regardless of that, you know, I saw Gate City back yesterday. This dude dropped like 4 videos yesterday, dogs. I haven't done that in a month. But regardless of what, this guy, he's out there. I mean, just because Howie's making so many damn moves. Howie busting the stupid dope moves. No maxing and cooling. He works for Jeff Steban Laurie. It's going down over here, bro. So we've got Sam Howell. We got Fred Johnson. Yo, Philly Fred is back. The vibes are back with Fred. I don't know if you ever recall earlier in the offseason. A little bit upset about that when we saw Fred Johnson going. I thought that was somebody that we could retain, not to mention just because of what he did for us on the field, but what he does in that locker room, man. We saw him on crazy Philadelphia Eagles media videos all throughout the season, the offseason, whenever. Fred was always right there, man, on the spot, man. Right said Fred, always had the right things to say whenever the camera was on. Funny, hilarious, good vibes in the locker room. Not to mention, it just seems like he just feels right in Philly, man. I don't know what it is, but before we get into that, yeah, I know we're getting ahead of ourselves because the first trade of the day was I wake up yesterday, I see Sam Howell traded to the Eagles. Like, I feel like we all felt the same way. I mean, I even said in the last video, I felt like whatever team, whichever player gets dropped off by the Browns, whichever quarterback, because it's like, nah, they can't hold 4 quarterbacks, man. They got to let somebody go. Then over the weekend, I'm thinking like, you know, I hate to say it, but I'm looking at the Giants quarterbacks. I'm like, look at these guys. Like, they got 4 dudes over there. I mean, even DeVito looks pretty all right. Optimistic Giants fan is like, this is DeVito. Like, why would he want to go anywhere but New York? Like, stay on the practice squad in New York. Big Italian contingent. I'm like, it's a big Italian contingent in Philly. The flocking coach is Italian. He got fucking Italian flags on his hat over here. You feel me? Regardless of what. I don't know why I'm so hyped about Danny DeVito. Super hyped about just grabbing anybody other than DTR or getting the kid's name already. Will Howard? No, that was the other Ohio State quarterback. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, just Kyle McCord left a lot of things to be desired in these preseason games. I heard Dave Zangaro and Ruben Frank say that they looked all right in practice. You know, they did a few things in practice, but, you know, it has to translate to the field. Albeit my philosophy also, it's pretty weird that I'm even quantifying anything that they're doing on the field in the preseason because I'm of the thinking that more often than not, they're trying to throw you into the fire. We heard Vic Fangio say as much about Keely Ringo, like, you know, we want to stress him. We want to put him to a stress test, see what these guys can do through adversity. And, you know, sad to say, that, I mean, that's shocking that we haven't done anything as far as the cornerbacks go. Maybe that just means that Vic likes what he sees over here. We got something brewing in the coming days. Perhaps it's Justin Simmons, I don't know. We know Howie's job is never over. This dude works 24/7, 365. He's always live, always trying to put down for the team. Regardless of whom or what, I just thought that maybe we would grab somebody from the Browns. Those 4 guys they got. Like I said, the Giants got 4 guys that, you know, actually looking reputable, doing good work in the preseason, in these preseason games. I wouldn't mind snatching Kenny Pickett back up due to the fact that he played for us last season. He knows the system. He's somebody that came in and did well in the games. Perhaps not as well as Tanner McKee, but regardless of what, we're just looking for a third string at this point. Not to mention with what's going on with, no, definitely to mention what's going on with Tanner McKee's hand. He's had it in his pocket all crazy. What's going on with your hand, bro? Cowboys fans talking about get the popcorn ready for what a snoozer. I might get my pillow ready. Pause. I'm saying, like, I mean, now they got an offense over there. I just can't see it. But I look at the world through Eagles colored tinted glasses. You feel me? So, fuck what they talking about. But back to Sam Howell, man. I just think he seems like a tough kid. Smacked us up twice. Well, he had two pretty all right games against us, I believe, in the 22 season, 23, 22. One of those. And it's oddly enough, the Vikings go and pick up Carson Wentz, which is wild. They were on the same damn Commanders team at one point, and these guys getting swapped and mopped around. I was actually wondering early in the offseason, like, yo, where is Carson Wentz? Like, is this guy out of the league? This is wild. That dude came and got a bag. He's out. Can't get your money back. Return to sender. Nah, but we don't want him. They got him. And we snatched up another retread from the Commanders because, the Bum Manders, the Giants, the Dallas ass boys, like, there we send guys that we get guys from there. They turn them into yards and we turn them into stars over here. Like we get those Super Bowl rings over here. This is what we do now. This is what we're in the business of. But regardless of what, I mean, I love it. I love it. Initially, when I first heard it, I loved it because I'm thinking this guy he's played in the league. He's played well against us. We've seen him. I believe he had one disastrous game, like they said, I heard him say he had one disastrous game where his interception numbers went up crazy. I believe he had like 4 or 5 in one game, but he still ended that season with 21 touchdowns and 21 interceptions. So he was still throwing that thing to the other team at an accelerated rate. However, he's more mature now. I love the fact that he's coming out of O'Connell's system. We could probably learn a little bit from over there. A little bit quarterback whispering for him. I know he wasn't on the team last year, so he really only got a camp in there. But I'll take it. Former starter in the league, somebody emergency start. We could do it. He's got an okay arm. You see him. He's a mobile quarterback. Tough kid. I believe he had like 600, 700 yards rushing in high school. But I just think it's better than whatever we had going on. So I'm with the move. Howie Roseman busting the stupid dough moves. Howie Potter waving that magic wand. I'm super hype about it. Got that going. We got backups, and this is what I really saw us doing over this weekend is just fortifying that bench. Darren Kennard, didn't know much of him. He was back on us last year. The dude's won 3 Super Bowls in a row in a bench capacity, I guess you could say. Could be the lucky charm because now he's going to the Packers. Dare I say, the Packers get your fingers fitted, get your rings fitted for your fingers, whatever. Because this dude just seems to be the lucky charm. 2 years back to back with the Chiefs, then comes over with us, and we win a Super Bowl. I hope that's not the case this year, and we got our lucky charm back, Fred Johnson. So I'm super with that. Darren Kennard was the casualty. Seen a lot of guys doing their 53-man rosters, had Darren Kennard on that thing, and then just. So it's just wild. It's almost an exercise in futility to try and predict a 53-man roster with someone like Howie Roseman at the helm because he's trying all different kinds of things. He's going to make all different kinds of maneuvers. You got some moves are made with thinking 2 weeks down the line, like that's when you go and snatch up a veteran, tell a veteran to sit down on the side real quick, pick him up in a few weeks so he fits within the cap according to the weeks that you have to allocate payment towards him. So it's just wild the things that can be done right here at this time. That's why I say I can see Justin Simmons hopping over here in about 2 weeks. If need be, we're going to see what that thing's like. 3 weeks, rather, because we're so damn close to the season. You ready for some flocking football? I'm dumb. I saw somebody on Instagram called Flock with a PHlock, man. I keep forgetting to look that up. It's wild. I'm just taking the things, man. Then you got I just think Fred Johnson coming back brings the vibes back in that locker room. Good, great. Plus the swing tackle quotient of it, like we needed that. We keep trying to do this thing with Matt Pryor, putting him on the tackles, and I guess maybe they just seen enough. He was a starter in the league at guard. If anything, at the worst case scenario, like especially if Dickinson had gone down, I was looking more forward to the boy. Just got asked about the draft. Yeah, I'm looking at DeAndre. Speaking of the draft, sidebar, like, because I want to go heavy. I want to go heavy wide receivers early, and then snatch up the RBs later because I think plus I'm in a PPR. I think there's value in that, and you could get a DeAndre Swift late in the draft. I don't know if somebody just asked about the draft. I had to think out loud. You know what I'm saying? You got to get it out. This is what the therapy's for. Then you got the I'm just saying, like, just so many things that can be done with this roster, and we're gonna do the damn thing. Darren Kennard, Fred Johnson, happy he's back. Oh yeah, so then you've got Matt Pryor, play guard in the NFL, and then we could you just suit up extra 2. Yeah, you suit up an extra 2 on, well, nah, you suit up an extra 3 offensive linemen. I think they usually try to do 2, if I recall correctly. However, if you got to go 3, you're going to need that backup center because Matt Pryor, usually you want the guard/center guy up there. So, yeah. But like I said, I'm looking at Matt Pryor as like a swing guard. I can't see them letting him go. I don't know if they're on the hook for the $3 million that he signed for, or if that's he's released and it was just a week by week thing. I don't know how that works. I'm not the salary cap guy. Go check them out. You know what I mean? So you've got Matt Pryor, and then you'll have Fred Johnson as a swing tackle, Matt Pryor as a swing guard, and then you throw in the center. Drew Kendall is what I'm thinking. So you got 3 extra linemen for Sunday. Let's FHlock and go. I'm with it. It's just something that I feel that we needed to show up, and I'm sure I don't know. I feel like this might be it. We're so damn close, y'all. Like, especially if we're talking, maybe a defensive end, like they say, you set somebody on the end and they go crazy. Actually, it just popped up on my ESPN talking about, why Trey Hendrickson trade makes sense for the Bengals and the Eagles. Like, where is this dough coming from? I feel like we're keeping this. Connected says development just like all our rookies. Talking about Shador Sanders. I feel like, you send somebody on the edge, they could go crazy, but just the money, I just don't see it adding up, us picking up Trey Hendrickson, unless, he wants to come over here and get a chip ball out, on a 1-year type deal thing, play out his remaining contract, knowing that we'll let him go and do what he wants to do in free agency next season. I don't know. That's a wild prospect to me. Another person, before we get into this little 53-man roster, question mark. Micah Parsons, another defensive end that they're talking about, coming to the Eagles, that I'm hearing all the content creators, well, not all of them, a few of the content creators talking about him coming here next year. Like, this dude is under control by Dallas for the next 2 seasons. He's got his contract here this year, the last year of his contract, $24 million, and then they can franchise him for the next season. Unless there's a trade involved, get that out your head. It ain't no him just coming here in free agency next season. That's no. Who's like they no. They're not going to do that. They're not going to let Micah Parsons go for nothing. It feels like they're trying to go for a Herschel Walker type haul and releasing, because it just seems like a lot of bad blood over there, man. But enough about them. But Micah Parsons, I just want to get into that because right before I hopped on here, I'm watching the boys sitting on the laying on the training table on the sidelines at your game. We're playing this team in 11 days. It's crazy. Like, what? Unless they got some master plan, like keeping him out of the game against us, because our run against him and his style of play, we just send all offensive linemen his way and run straight through that team. Once again, like I said, they did nothing on that interior defensive line to shore up their run game woes from last season. So I don't really know what the FHlock they think is going on. Eberflus did prove to be a great defensive coordinator while he was head coach of the Bears, but not much came to fruition until they got Jonathan Allen, supreme top notch. Oh no, he's an edge, right? Jonathan Allen. No, yeah, interior guy who gets sacks. Who's Jonathan Allen, right? I'm not tripping, because they let go of both of their edges. Regardless of what, yeah. They didn't do nothing until he got that. That defense didn't do anything really much until they got that guy. So, and they don't have any run stoppers over there. And then they're not going to have their lead and pass rusher over there. So what can they? I hate to get crazy because the game's about to start starting and my superstition starts clicking. So I want to say nothing crazy to jeopardize my team, but I can't see it. I'm looking at the world through Eagles tinted glasses. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I can't see it. So, just want to get to a little bit of Micah before I got the FHlock up out of here. But, yeah, man, how he's moving and shaking, turning corners and doing all kinds of things, man, for these wings. I can't fucking wait to fly on Thursday. Saturday. Is it Saturday night? No, it's the 4th. What? September 4th. Bro, like, I'm just super hyper-elated. Football's around the corner. Can't FHlock and wait. And I think that's all we got. Oh, yeah, the 53-man roster. Okay, prediction. A 53-man roster prediction. I predict that 53 men will make this team. Because I'm not playing with Howie right about now. Like, it's just stupid. There's nothing I can see. I mean, okay. We go down the list. Okay, let's try and do this real quick on the fly. This is for the therapy, though, because it would drive me crazy if we didn't at least attempt it. So, I mean, we got the top three. We're going with Jalen Hurts, Tanner McKee, Sam Howell. That's 3 guys. We got 50 more. And I'm going to say we're going with 10 offensive linemen. All right, that's 13. We're going to go with 7. I can't do it. Not off the top of the head. Not with nothing right here. It's wild. 53, my 53-man prediction that 53 men will make this flocking team. And it's going to be something way out of bounds that we'll never see coming. Dogs, I don't know about y'all, but I was tripping. Had to wipe the coal out my eye yesterday for a second, taking a little afternoon nap. And I see Dorian Thompson. Then when I saw Dorian Thompson-Robinson released by the Eagles, my brain just computed to Darius Cooper. I was like, wait, what the fuck? The dude on Locked On Bird, Locked On Eagles had said this last week, and I was like, ain't no way we letting go of Darius Cooper. You stupid. Now I got his name right? No more Damian Cooper. Then the Darius Cooper, he's not playing the third preseason games. He's not walking around with the development crew. He's chatting it up with Jalen Hurts. There's no way we're letting this guy go. It's just like, what? Trying to let him sneak onto the practice? No, I can't see it. I can't see. I mean, even though it sucks what happened to Johnny Wilson, I think, for a second I'm thinking, Anais is a lot, but then I'm seeing Elijah, I thought, because when Elijah Cooks went off, I forgot, we thought what happened to Johnny Wilson happened to Elijah Cooks the way he was getting caught off that field. Like, damn, though, bro, no. This dude was balling out, and then he had a few big catches not big catches, but, serviceable catches the other night. In the third preseason game, and I'm like, damn, he might sneak in and snatch it up, but he might be someone that may be easier to sneak onto the practice squad due to the fact that I see Anais Smith offering so much to the team. Like, he can return. I like his shifting. Like, usually you look at big guys as the targets in the red zone, like an Elijah Cooks, like an A.J. Brown, but I mean, and then just someone as crafty as Smitty. But we see Anais Smith, the preseason assassin, getting crazy tutties in the preseason with that quick slant, his two-way shiftability, if you call it, if you want to call it, if you will. I don't know. Also, he's just real shifty down there. Like his two-go, it's the dude, like he's got moves down there. He's real shifty and somebody that can get open in small spaces. So, I don't know. Yeah, I'm real iffy on that. You're seeing like 6 receivers, 7 receivers. No, ain't no way they're keeping 7 receivers, 6 receivers. I like Granson. I'm hearing people having him as a casualty, man. There's so many things. I can't wait. We'll get into it in the coming days. We got one more day to the 53-man roster release, man. To the next time, make it your best time in the meantime, between time. Keep it a green time. You know how I like to do around the time, about this time, at the time. It's always equals o'clock around. Listen my fucking mind. You know how we do this, man. We get the flock out of here. Say it with me, y'all. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. That is not mid-season form. We got to work on that, y'all. I think it needs a little Philly brew. Make that thing. Am I cracking this for the season, bro? I don't know, man. It just looks a little dope right there. I don't know. Hurricane, man. Let's get the flock up out of here.